Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more disc golf media coverage. We're here at the 2022 Heatland Open, presented by Kastaplast. We've got the MPO Round 1 feature card. We got the back nine coverage for you coming up. I'm Tony Ferro.
And with him, as always, is Cornelius Farnsworth. This is the Ferro Farnsworth commentary team. This is a scramble mode edition.
And this is what we do. We had quite the scramble mode on the front nine.
Just like the listeners, sometimes we're off in the trees, not in the middle of the fairway, and we're in scramble mode. Enjoy.
As we can see, there are quite a bit of colors on the card. Minus Knut, he is leading the pack with 5 down, but the top 10 is close behind, only a couple strokes back. This is still anyone's game. I'm excited to see this back nine coverage. What do you think?
This is some beautiful terrain in southern Sweden. I'm going to call it Filipstad, Sweden. And I mean, just look at this place. It's just a disc golf dream to play here.
Well, let's kick it off with hole 10. We got a par 4, 170 meters. Fairly open tee shot, just to have the OB on the right-hand side to deal with. Want to bring that hyzer around, set yourself up for this tough approach through all of these trees. Got a few more to miss before you come into the green here. Again, surrounded by some more trees. We've got that nice mulch green. Really nice aesthetic look. Loving it.
Well, a lot of respect to the organizers of the Euro Tour. The way they organized the Kokkedal tournament in Denmark last weekend, and then now we have this tournament in Sweden. It's about a 7-hour drive. So they really set this up for the touring players to be able to go back to back and play a couple, making a couple of nice stops on the tour in Europe. So
and you can
well
really
organized.
Can really see that the guys came and enjoyed both of the events back to back. Really took the time out to go play both of them. And
unfortunately, Jakub showing us the mistake not to make on this hole. Hitting and kicking early right. That's really the only danger on this hole. That's why you see a lot of them. It seems like they're sawing it off, but this is actually the perfect line in the end.
And Hakon will be right there next to Knut. They have been battling with each other all round. Let's see how that approach looks. Josef up, pulling it a little bit inside, a little bit short. But he should be able to manufacture something from there. Jakub up first. And you can see this is a really difficult shot. About 2/3 of the way into the shot, you get the gap of trees. It's really hard to negate where you need to put the disc out of the hand to allow it to filter through all those trees and get up and down. Unfortunately, he did catch one of the guardians.
Josef turning that over, little wrist turn.
Yeah, overcooking that sidearm a little bit. He's still going to have some work to do.
Just like you said, he was trying to manufacture some sort of line. And Jakub has a really good short game.
Let's see if he can get up and down. Be a little inside, but that is A-okay. He should be about 4 or 5 meters away for the for the bogey. Knut up. Oh, just a bit early out of the hand, and he ricochets, double tap off of 2 trees, but he is still at about circles 2 edge.
Yeah, Hakon's going to put this right next to the basket.
This is his...
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Just bust the lock, why don't you? Hakon just parking it. That'll be a tap-in birdie.
Right through that was a very tight gap.
Knut up to save a birdie just over the top.
It's a little too much.
He'll have to settle for par. Josef is up as well, looking to get under par for the round.
Yeah, looking to get on the board with a circle 2 putt. He hasn't really blown up the circle 2 putt game yet.
Just needed a little bit more want on that putt. And this is still a tester when you're not feeling your putt.
Yeah, from this camera angle, it looked a little shorter, but like you said, that's several paces away.
And Jakub able to capitalize for that bogey, unfortunately. But stop the bleeding, move on to the next hole. Get yourself back under par. And Hakon, just a formality tap in. A beautiful approach shot.
They take a stroke on the card, but Knut is still the standout right now. Still 5 under.
Well, we'll move on. This is hole number 11, par 3, 115 meters. There's a Mando to the left, directly off of the tee. Left side is OB. Right side, don't really have to worry about too much. That's going to be your spot to miss. Fade out. If you want to get aggressive with it, you want to try a backhand flex if you're a righty backhand. Be careful with this green, though, because it is sloping downhill, and the basket, as you saw, is perched up on a rock.
Well, you really have to select the disc with the appropriate stability for this. I think you see them putting big angles on these. Keep them safe. Yeah, that's a huge angle.
And that's not coming out.
Or not stable enough.
But that's right at the circle's edge.
I don't see him going for that one.
Hey, little banana break. He might have that power to get that putt in there.
I heard that is the most popular snack in disc golf.
Not for me, but probably for the rest of disc golfers.
You're really missing out.
Yeah, Knut is up with a big Annie. That is parked. Great shot.
Really nice touch.
And these guys have been battling. Hakon giving him the love.
Yeah, but Hakon's got the extra potassium boost right now, so let's look for him to make a huge move.
Must be why he putts so far. Josef just overcooking the ante a bit. Seemed like he might have slipped off the tee. But nonetheless, he is in circle 2. He should be able to manufacture some kind of a putt from there. Doesn't look like much is in the way.
Okay, a little less angle than the other guys.
Oh, and this is flexing out. This is what you want.
He actually got the full flight on it, not just a pure Anheuser.
That's a nice shot. He will be well inside the circle. Jakub putting for birdie. Oh, Josef up first, not wanting anything to do with that dangerous green. Elevated basket.
Oh, I want to see him go for this.
Can't imagine he wouldn't go for this. Just a bit high, but man, what an effort.
I mean, and when he does miss, it's by 3 centimeters.
Too much banana.
That was too much banana.
Got to get the right amount of banana.
You got to get the right amount of banana. You're right.
Hey, Jakub getting back under par, taking the birdie right after the unfortunate bogey on the last hole. That is exactly how you keep the confidence up. Knut for just a little formality tap in. He will go to 6 down for the round.
What a round so far.
That's shooting hot.
Yeah, he's leading the entire field still at this point.
And we will have a little walk as we move on to hole number 12.
Hole 12 brought to you by catpants.com. Mention Tony Ferro for a 20% discount. Hole 12, Tony.
Par 3, 108 meters. We got a tight fairway, big left turn, and you are flying way up the hill. Really want to control how far you pull this shot out. Not too wide, not too tight. Keep it in the gap. Get up and down. Try to get that birdie. As you can see, Knut
Where
showing
is
you
the
the
gap?
line. Way up in the sky is
Yeah,
the gap.
apparently.
You got to get way left because you're going way uphill. As these guys will show you, it's going to be a big sky hyzer from
So
these.
this is playing 130 meters.
Yeah, these guys are ripping it. That looks not so bad from Jakub. Just a
lower
bit
line.
short. Yeah. Just didn't have the juice to get all the way over there. Then he needs the height, and then it can be under the basket.
He could have used some of that banana.
You could be right. Hakon up next. Ooh, a little tight out of the hand, maybe, but it's squeaking
Still
through.
flying.
Yeah, it's left side fairway.
That's going to be a tricky putt. He knows it.
He's got some stuff in the way, but I would rather be left than right.
Josef off his win from last weekend. Looking to really get under par for the day.
That did not look bad at all. We'll have to see where it landed.
He
It's
looked
kind
really
of hard.
satisfied.
Kind of hard to tell with all the bushes, but definitely a good line.
Yeah, that's quite uphill. Now you can really see it. And from this putt as well. But what a safe putt to run. Look at that backstopper.
Except if you hit the cage or the top
You can't
band.
be short on this, period.
You
That's
have
not
to hit
acceptable.
chains or miss the whole thing. That's all right
Okay,
from
you
Jakub.
missed the whole thing. Yeah, but he's disappointed he didn't even hit any metal.
I still got a few more. Pull something together for the final bit of this first round. Still a couple more rounds to
Oh,
fight.
wow. Knut found a nice window through there.
That was a good run by
He saw
Knut,
something we didn't.
for sure.
Okay. I mean, he actually expected to make that from the looks of it.
Well, he had that nice
Ouch.
backboard lined up. Unfortunate, not enough float out of the Berg.
Yeah, he's still trying to get the Berg warmed up.
Mm-hmm. Hakon
look
saved
at
the
this.
card with a birdie. Slightly downhill putt.
I think putting from the knee in this situation would be an actual strategy, wouldn't it?
Possibly. He did miss high.
Like you said, he's such a big guy, and he has this a lot of arm motion. Yeah, that was a tough putt for his putting style.
And he really comes from low.
There we go.
Great par save.
Yeah, I just don't think that position matched up with his putting style in that case so well.
Yeah, that would be something he might need to find a modification for to be able to capitalize a little bit better on those. I think that low starting point for the putt can be inhibiting at times. All right, well, let's move on. We got a par 5, hole 13, 197 meters. This is going to be a tight shot, quick left turn right off the bat. You're going to want to move up this fairway here, up the hill, slightly left turn, land yourself somewhere around by these rocks on the right side, get yourself approaching on this left to right, final shot. Be careful on the green though, lots of rocks, still got the hill, can definitely get a rollaway or two on this green.
Yeah, this is the third hardest hole on the course. This thing averaged 5.5 strokes. So
This is all about placement.
conservative par is actually picking up strokes on the field.
I think the problem that most people would face is that they're trying to get too much out of any shot on this hole.
Well, nobody got a lot. I mean, there were no eagles. Nothing crazy happened.
Well, Jakub sure got the first shot right. That's
center cut.
perfect. Right where you want to be. Just a soft mid-range flex shot. Hakon looking to do the same thing.
Oh, what a really awesome looking fairway.
Just a soft left to right curve right off the bat. And,
there it is.
Yep. A nice
That's
landing.
Really nice to watch.
Just behind
Look at
Jakub. That is position A, setting yourself up for the birdie.
Awesome touch and control. This here, it looks like he threw something much more overstable.
I would totally agree.
But the ground play was nice, but we'll see if he has any angle to get around there.
I agree.
That's
He could
tight.
be a bit pinched off.
He needed more.
It seems like it's just not far enough to get.
Okay, Hakon is actually throwing first because his disc flew further, but he has the more favorable angle.
Let's see. He's got a distance driver in his hand, looking
And
to
he's
push
got
some.
a huge run up. He went for everything here.
Oh, but that's inside. He
That
slipped
stopped
a
it.
bit off the tee, or sorry, not off the tee, off of his second shot.
Unfortunate.
But he's still in the fairway. It's not too horrible. This is a par 5. Jakub maybe just a bit too straight, but
I would say that was his game plan.
the rock is where I would say is about the generalized landing zone for your second shot. That rock that he hit.
Well, he's still well in position for a birdie then.
Exactly.
Okay. Good game plan.
So let's see if Josef's got some. Oh, yeah, that's not so bad.
Yeah, talk about placement shots.
Yep, that's just getting up, putting it on the fairway, setting
Knowing the
yourself up.
distance of your discs.
I mean, if you really break this down for a par 5, this is not that far.
Wow, Knut has a really efficient swing, doesn't he?
Oh, that was so perfect.
He generated a lot of power and it just looked like he threw it at about half speed.
It looked like it was going in for
Yeah,
eagle.
it did as well.
Hakon with the sidearm, looking to get up and down for the birdie. I lost it, but it's a bit inside, a bit short, but he's on the dance floor.
That's just a typical green you see in Sweden.
I think he was describing that he doesn't really throw sidearm that much.
It's good to have.
All right, Josef, sidearm. That's looking. Sorry, it was
What
really
a guardian
looking
tree. That tree
good.
is doing its job today.
That tree is putting in the work.
It had to wake
Round
up.
one.
It had to get in traffic. It had to come to work. All right? You're not getting past it without a fight.
And we can see he came ready to work today. Jakub up. Doesn't want anything to do with it. Right on the side of the hill. That should be about 4 meters away for his birdie.
James didn't have anything to do with that shot.
Knut. Ooh, that looked good. That looked right on line, just a bit to the right.
Oh, this is a cool looking angle. Nice camera angle.
Josef just a little bit too low. He will have
wants
to
that one
settle for
back.
par. Hakon for birdie. Get it.
Of the card, the most solid putter for the day so far. By far, in my opinion.
Great pendulum putter.
Oh, wow.
No way.
That had a good chance to stick, but it had too much hyzer angle on it. That disc was just too vertical.
Low. Just millimeters too low. Unfortunate
Yeah,
for
that was a tough
Jakub.
break.
Knut will cash it in for par.
Just a beeline. Yeah, he's relaxed. Look at his emotions right now. They're really in control.
Confident.
Yep.
Josef for another par. Feeling a bit deflated possibly after 4 pars in a row.
Big shout out to Kastaplast. Kastaplast.
Hole 14. We got a par 3, 114 meters. Slightly downhill shot. OB on the right side the entire way. Get that hyzer shot moving left for a backhand righty. Find yourself up a little bit higher so you don't hit the berm underneath the basket. Try to get left of the pin. Get yourself set up for a birdie here. Not too far of a hole, but tough landing zone.
Just basically don't kick right. That's trouble.
Hakon with the mid-range, just a bit inside, catching the tree. Last tree you had to miss before you were up to the green. Knut with a bit too much hyzer, and he will catch the same Guardian.
He's been really solid off the tee for the day. That's just kind of a rare mistake. Misfire.
That's the miss. Left is the miss here.
Yeah. But this looks already much, much better.
Oh, this is nice.
That's ideal.
Just sit.
Great shot.
All right.
And a safe putt. Super safe putt on that elevated basket.
7 meter uphill putt. I'll take it.
That's pretty much a gimme for you.
I was going to say for Jakub right now, this could be a bit of a tester. Confidence level on that putting green might not be so high right now with all the putts that he's been missing.
All right.
Looking to get one, turn it around.
Knut's. Oh, this is not really a putt. This is an approach.
Yeah, for him, it's a jump putt.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh, he almost cans it.
Holy cow.
I mean, 60, 50 meters? I 50 meter.
It just stayed up there the whole way and actually had a legitimate chance. And this is way short. He maybe should have thrown that.
See, he saw Knut do it. He was like, I could do it too, but Knut.
Of course he
Knut had that spin on it. Josef also with some spin. That was right next to the basket.
Well, let's see if that approach costs Hakon a stroke here. That's really unfortunate. He's a great putter, and this is in his range, but this is unnecessary. Yeah. He didn't need to have that putt.
And just a bit too low. Unfortunate bogey for Hakon. Jakub for birdie.
Yeah, really a similar look to the last hole that slipped through those chains for him.
It just seems like he's going a bit fast on the putt. He just needs to slow it down a bit.
Yeah, but see,
let everything catch up with itself.
Look at the positioning from Knut. He's there pin high. He didn't have this extreme uphill putt like
that is true.
Jakub did.
The uphill putt does make a difference, and you can roll away. Luckily, Jakub sat where he did when he hit the cage. But we got 4 left. I'm sure all of these guys are looking for a few more birdies to finish out the round. And we got hole 15 coming up. Par 4, 155 meters. The key to this shot is keeping it on this flat area. Left side, right side, they are not so happy zones. You want to really keep it to the flat zone. Get yourself set up. Hyzer shot for another right into this green.
Side note, back to hole 14. We're going back in time just for a few seconds. Shout out to Hjelte Jensen for an ace on hole 14.
Wow.
That must have been a heck of a shot.
Well done, Hjelte.
And hole 15, Tony Ferro.
All right, we got Jakub up. He is up way high in the air on his hyzer and coming down beautifully into the fairway. Maybe a couple more meters forward would have been position A. That's just before the flat zone. He's going to have kind of an uphill run up. Josef as well, coming up a bit short, but he is in the middle. He will be able to have an attempt for the up and down hyzer.
Just another short par 4, but in this wooded terrain. I guess I get it. You know, you like you said, maybe it was last tournament. You break it into 2 holes or into 2 throws. Huh? 70 meters, 70 meters, putt.
Yeah, you break it down into 2 shots on par 4s. You divide the hole up into 2 throws, and you see what you can do. Hakon there. Nice little smoothness backhand hyzer. The form he has.
Yeah, a little confidence boost from him.
Oh, yeah.
Although he hasn't really had any major problems today.
Really effortless distance from Hakon. Oh, we can see here Josef on a little awkward stance for his
rip,
approach. Stance to backhand. Look at that. Nice approach.
Perfect.
He's 5 meters out for the birdie.
Well executed. Look at this replay.
Oh, yeah.
Just from a standstill position and way uphill.
High difficulty level on that.
Well executed.
Practice those shots in the field, on the side of a hill, whatever you got to do. Those are shots you will need all the time. Hakon up as well. Maybe a little bit of a slip. Goes a bit wide right.
Yeah.
He's going to be outside the circle.
He's been leaving the approaches just a little outside of that circle. Quite a bit of work.
Ooh, Jakub's not leaving any room for error.
That was well done.
That is parked. That will be another birdie for Jakub for sure.
All right, Knut needs to get back on the board, score another couple holes here before the end. We're not aware of what's happening on the chase card, but...
Well, chase card, this is round 1. Well, there is no chase card yet.
Theoretically, there is another 4 players. Whoever's chasing Knut, we're not aware of who that may be. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Solid effort by Knut.
Really
doing
creative
a high
bid.
stall putt around the trees. But I do agree. He will want to have a few more birdies to come in to finish this round. Top 10 was not far behind. He needs to have as many as he can get.
Well, he was 5 down going into the back 9 and now only 6 down. So I'm sure he expected to score a little more than that.
Unfortunately, Hakon a bit high on the putt. But
overall from the group, again, for me, the Knut is just really relaxed. Like you said, confident. And he's not really feeling pressure. It's round 1.
He's control.
He's happy to have a good round. And if he leads the field in the end, I'm sure that's a bonus. But, yeah, well executed so far, Knut.
Well, let's move on to hole 16. We've got a par 3, 86 meters. There's a big OB field right before the basket. You can see the basket is perched up on this hill. Sidearm bat for the righties is the preferred play. You can take a hyzer route, but that's more of a sucker play, I would say.
Ah, look at this.
Jakub executing a nice sidearm, unfortunately getting the roll away.
Yeah, tough break.
We'll have to see if he's safe or not. I did not see a marker.
He's
or
really
any
been battling
indicator.
today. Right now, still at a 2 down. You know, really quiet.
Course is really fighting against him.
He's fighting against the course. He's just had some missed putts, in my opinion. I think it's on the putting green. He could be 5-6 down, no problem.
Totally agree. Josef coming up, very lucky, squeaking through the trees that are in the OB area. He will be safe. Seems to be just outside circle 2.
There's a lot of room up there. Really safe shot.
Ah, but there's a lot of OB over there as well.
Not with that kind of power, though.
But yeah, when you just clear over everything, he's a bit long, a bit outside the circle.
Let's see if Hakon can correct and take a little off from what we just saw from Knut. Oh, that's a whole different line.
Got the turnover, yeah. It's the sidearm turnover line, I think, is the preferred route here.
Oh, that looks dangerous. I'm not sure if I agree with that option. I didn't see an OB indicator. But that's going to be on the edge.
Everybody's on the dance floor right here.
Okay, then he was
Just
far.
a bit outside the circle for Josef. He's just laying it up. Doesn't want anything to do with
That's a
that
dangerous looking
green. Knut.
Knut's going to go for it. You can just tell.
He's looking like he's got the eye.
Yep.
Stepper.
The eye of the tiger.
And he will be just off the left side. And
Jakub's got the eye of the tiger. Watch this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Come on, give it to us.
It's just a matter. We've been talking about his stepper. What is that? What is that? A stepper?
Get it.
What are you, about 12? What are you, about 11, 12 meters?
That's how you do it.
You're going to step it in.
Get her done.
Nice one.
Well, that'll put him to 3 down. He's
Not
in
to
the
be
fight
big
again.
Putted.
Hakon up next.
No stepper needed.
Oh, maybe you needed that stepper.
Yeah, stepper might have helped us a little, like a baby
Just
step.
a bit low left for Hakon.
Knut also not a stepper.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's dangerous.
No. And that's going to be a bogey for Knut. Late in the round, that is not what you want to be doing.
Yeah, Knut, though, he's displayed different putts. He's able to putt on many different angles. A lot of his putts are actually Anheuser putts, more like maybe Ulibarri or Matt Oram.
A very well-rounded player indeed. Now let's move on. We got hole 17, par 3, 124 meters. Slight tunnel shot off the tee. Opens up real wide after that gap. OB left and right as well, though, but you're playing slightly uphill, so this fairway / green plays kind of like a backboard. If you want, this could be your ace hole.
You calling me an ace hole?
Maybe.
You're an ace hole.
Jakub's trying to be the ace hole.
No, he's not an ace hole. He seems like a really nice guy. We've gotten to commentate on him.
Just
I can't believe you'd say something like that about him. Jakub, I apologize for
when you got that
my
kind
commentary
of form,
partner. I mean, sometimes it's just not appropriate, some things that are said.
That looked like about a smooth 80%er for him. A little flex shot, overstable disc. Inside the circle, putting for birdie. Josef up next. Oh, it flipped over. Okay.
It sure did.
It looked like it was heading right for the tree in the middle. Turns it over.
Really nice drive.
Flexes out. That will be a bit deep, about circle's edge long.
Well, overall, good back nine so far for Josef. No bogeys. This looking like a good chance at a second birdie. But not really enough today to be up there in the contention.
Hakon up next. Really giving all the commitment off the tee. Flying off the front.
Kept that on hyzer angle the whole time, didn't he?
That is parked.
Really awesome shot.
That is so big.
Another birdie for Hakon.
Knut up last. Hyzer flipping nicely.
Oh, this is a full pull for these guys at 125 meters, basically. I mean,
uphill 125 meters through a tunnel. This is, a full pull, but for these guys, they can ace this, no doubt. As you saw, Josef went pretty long.
Yeah, that is not the putt you want to have for your birdie on this hole. That's actually a misplayed. Well, I guess like you say, if they're going for the ace, then that's the putt you're going to have, right, if you miss.
Well, that's the putt you want to do. Jakub
stabs it in there.
Turkey.
Look at this back nine for Semerad.
He's making a move.
Really
late
impressive.
in the round.
We've seen this, I think, before in coverage with him. He just needs to get warmed up.
I totally agree.
It really seems like that. He's on a heater right now. Respect. Nice back nine.
And Knut also in for a birdie, as well as Hakon. And we will move on to hole 18. We have par 4, 232 meters, downhill tee shot, OB left and right. You want to try to get your tee shot into that dead grass area we passed over just now. Left is better to set yourself up for the approach. You've got OB on the left side as well as wrapped around the back of the basket. Pretty fast green as well.
I don't know about that. I would respectfully disagree. The green with all the wood chips seems like it'll just bite up all the approach shots.
I
Keep
don't
it
know.
close.
I see a lot of control on
Oh, that's
the
a
approach
tight
shot
landing
being
zone,
needed.
isn't it? Look at the OB stuff everywhere. This is the
That
hardest
is-
hole on the course. Came in at 4.66 average.
Well, Jakub put it exactly where I was talking about. That is the dead grass area on the left, just past the OB. Perfect placement, setting himself up for the approach shot. Hakon again jumping off the tee, catching a tree on the right side of the fairway, but he is safe.
Yeah, I really don't recommend jumping off these built-up tee pads. You never know how you could so quickly turn an ankle.
Knut, I don't think that had enough rotation on it. Is it going to sit?
That's perfect.
And it's that. Josef up.
Really nice form.
Oh,
Berg.
yeah. It's turning. Is it going to hold?
Also looks really nice to me.
Oh, no. Oh, it just
Great.
squeaked over the line. Nice.
Uh-huh.
He's so relieved.
Good when you can miss your shot a little bit.
Sometimes.
Hakon up first. Quite a bit of room to go before he gets to the green, and I think he's going for it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a huge rip. But he's in a lot of
but
trouble.
that's short.
I don't
couldn't tell
see
if that
much
was
wind
safe.
out there. It just seems like he had way too much Anheuser angle on it.
Yeah, I agree. Just a bit overcooked on the ante, thinking it would flex out or something.
Here's a whole different approach with the
This is the play.
yeah, it
Side
really
arm,
is. Yep.
dig it in.
Knut a little up and down on the back nine, but still with the chance to card one more birdie. And what I would expect is another lead card coverage.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Unfortunate. Overcooks the Anheuser, and
I
he
would
cut
definitely like to
rolls
see him on
OB.
another round of coverage, but that's going to make it harder.
Jakub going a bit deep on his sidearm. That's going to put him in circle 2. We might get to see one more of those steppers.
That's going to be a stepper, a real safe stepper.
Hakon up first. Looks like he was OB on the second shot.
Looks like he has a high-speed driver in his hand.
Or a putter.
He's got an ultimate disc in his hand. What a great, really great Frisbee
Excellent display of touch by Hakon.
shot. Awesome putter approach.
He is parked for the 5.
That was the shot.
Knut up next.
Do you think this is the shot?
Come on. Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
wow.
that was fast.
Aggressive.
That was 20 meters deep.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the stepper just a bit left side.
Yeah, it's just a whole different mannerism that Jakub has when he's on fire, basically. I mean, he's really confident. He expected that to go in. He was surprised it didn't.
Josef cleaning up the birdie. Hakon, unfortunate bogey to finish the round.
A great attitude from Hakon, I have to say. Actually, from the whole group. These guys really well-mannered and, you know, they all played relatively well. Nobody had really a bad round, but pretty good group energy, I felt.
Not a horrible start for these guys. I'm sure they were wishing for a few more strokes here and there, but there are still 2 rounds to go, and there's lots of fight to be had.
A bit of a slow finish there for Knut. Cost him a couple strokes at least. Let's take a look at the leaderboard and see if we're going to be able to talk about him tomorrow.
So, Pekka Hivoinen with
The one stroke
7
made a
down,
big difference.
and Matthias Carlsen as well. Elias Lukkonen and Hjelte Jensen. Anton Westman shooting hot. 7
Okay.
down, 6 down.
4 different faces tomorrow for round 2.
We will. We're going to have some new faces round 2. I'm excited, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Shout out to Kastaplast.
Kastaplast. Ferro Farnsworth commentary. Over
Ferro
now.
Farnsworth.